10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the podcast from Dug Ground Up Productions with hosts Lady Miz and Ray. This is a universal platform, and there is nothing off limits. We talk about it all, and we keep it real. This is a no judgment zone, so come as you are. If you are a professional, entertainer, author, comedian, entrepreneur, or just someone who wants to get something off their chest, well, let your voice be heard here on From the Ground Up Productions. Sponsorship and other opportunities are available from Dug Ground Up Productions. Turning nothing into something. There's only one way to go from here. And now, here are your hosts, Lady Miz and Ray.
Yeah, what's good, people? It's From the Ground Up Productions. Your girl, Lady Miz, and my co-host,
Ray, what's up, y'all?
Yo, you got a new name, right? It's called
got too many goddamn names.
It's called the Silent Assassin. Big shout out to DJ 12. You know what I'm saying? We just did an interview with him, and he gave Ray a new name. So he got double R. He got the Silent Assassin. All of that. Y'all already know what it is. It's From the Ground Up Productions. There's only one way to go from here. And tonight is going to be super dope, y'all. So I just want to make sure that y'all tune in. Make sure you share this live. Make sure you share this whenever you come across it, and know that we are everywhere, honey. And when I say we are everywhere, no, we are live on Facebook. We are on YouTube. Well, you know what? I can't really say everywhere. We on what we think is important, right? Yeah. We are on Roku. If you have a Roku and you want to watch us live, go to Roku, put add channel and put in From the Ground Up Productions TV, and we are there, y'all. That y'all could check us out there. And if you miss us, don't worry, because we got you covered. We are also on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple, Pandora. You can listen to us if you cannot physically see us, baby. We making ourselves available everywhere for y'all so that you do not miss this greatness that we got going on here. Before we get into today's special guest, I'm telling y'all gonna love today. Today is super dope, and y'all gonna see when we bring them guests on. But before we get into our guests today, I want to tell y'all, one, got a mixtape coming out. Okay, it's called The Mixtape. Y'all gonna hear me rapping. And listen, y'all know I'm a conscious rapper, but I still spit that shit though. Don't get it twisted. All right. So I do got the Mixtape coming out where it's the best of Lady Miz. You're gonna hear me spitting knowledge. You're gonna hear me spitting all that. You're gonna hear me coming hard. You're gonna hear my versatility in the music. So make sure y'all look out for that. Big shout out to DJ Cisco from DJC Radio Global. Okay. He is the host of that mixtape. So make sure y'all look. That's going to be on my website, and I'm going to be having that, and y'all can give donations if you want to help your girl out. You know what I'm saying? Because there is a business. Don't get it twisted. All right. We got that going on. Excuse me. We also have a compilation coming out that I want to remind y'all, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be myself, Double R, the Silent Assassin, Soraya Alexis, Ian 95, Poppy Fortune, Cash on Abel, Prince Nasir, he says a few words in there, Uncle Jay, Mason. Listen, the compilation is so dope. It's going to have so many different styles. You're going to have R&B, hip hop, everything in one. And I did that, and it's called Family Business because this is a family thing. Y'all know what we do. What we do is we hustle for our last name, not for our first. Okay, so all the time when y'all see us, you're going to know that this is a family affair. So make sure y'all look out for that. This joint is called Family Business. What's up? I see DJ Cisco on the scene. Y'all already know I shouted him out, DJC Radio Global. Make sure y'all check him out. Okay, he also has Listen, he's been doing it way before. I actually learned a lot from DJC Radio Global, from DJ Cisco. So make sure y'all check him out. He has his station that's on 24/7 actually, but you could catch him on in the morning. You could catch him on in the evening. He's everywhere. You ain't there. Make sure y'all pull up. You understand what I'm saying? What else? What else we got? Oh,
Wavy. Did you say Wavy?
Wavy, that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
Listen, got the joint Wavy coming out on DJC Global Records, DJC Radio Global Records. So that's going to be coming out soon. Make sure y'all check that out. It's myself and DJ Cisco. It's actually the producer of that track. And he has his own label. So that joint Wavy is coming out under DJC Radio Records. So make sure y'all look out for that. It's going to be super dope. We're doing a video for that. We got so much in store for y'all. I'm trying to tell you, we ain't never sleeping. We are here. Listen, if you are tuned in, make sure you guys share this live right now. We don't want you to miss these dope entrepreneurs and artists that's going to be coming up. I want to lastly, I want to tell y'all that check out my website, ladymiz.com, LADIMIZ. I got products on there besides my music and my book. You can also get I sell wigs. Y'all don't know I wear them, so I sell them, baby. Make sure you check them out. You understand what I'm saying? I got the HD where it melt on your skin, the whole 9 yards. You can't tell it's a wig. Pull up, go check out my site. Make sure when you look at the top, you hit them 3 lines. Hit them 3 lines. And when you hit them 3 lines, it's going to be a drop down and a whole bunch of stuff is going to come up. And that's going to be everything that you could get right off my website. T-shirts, masks, you name it. We got it. So we're going to get into these commercials and then we're going to bring our guests on. So without further ado, first, let us bring to you our sponsors for From the Ground Up Productions. The first one is
the N1DP.
Let's get it.
One draft pick, and our approved dispenser.
N1DP, the hottest athletic wear, but it's not just for athletes. It's for anybody who's dope and got swag. It's not just for the fellas. Ladies, get your sexy on, be comfortable and cute. N1DP is keeping the kids fly since day one. Go to their website and get everything you need from N1DP.com.
Number 1 draft pick. We in the building.
That's right, y'all. That's right, y'all. Number 1 draft pick. Make sure y'all go check them out. Go to their website. They got some super dope. I'm talking about classics. If you want to be sexy, you want to be fly, you want to be dope, they got all of that for y'all. Make sure you support this black business doing their thing. If you could buy that Gucci, that Prada, that Chanel, and all of that, then you could buy N1DP because they actually more better than what they got. Okay, and they in your area, they in your hood, and they investing back into you. So make sure y'all check them out. That's N1DP. They got the hottest athlete gear. And like I told y'all, y'all heard it. It's not just for athletes. It's for anybody who's dope and got swag. So next, we're about to get into JD Cargo Express.
It's Logo Ika.
Oh, sorry about that. Logo Ika. Okay. And Logo Ika is a he does everything. He does book covers. He does animation. If you check out my website, he does my website, y'all. This guy does it all, but I don't want to tell you. I want you to see for yourself. Let's check it out.
From Duh.
Logo Ika is a computer graphic design center for animation used for social media, websites, music videos, and also private graphic design for book covers, logos, and many more design services to assist enhancing the client's brand. You can find Logo Ika on Instagram at LOGOIKA.GFX.
Yeah. We back, baby. Y'all already know what it is. And listen, like I told y'all, tonight is going to be super dope because we have our extended LA family from the West Side coming on. We got big homie Madman and the Horseshoe Gang. Let's welcome them to the show, y'all. Hey, what's up, my brothers? How y'all doing tonight?
Yo, we doing great. Can y'all hear us over there?
Absolutely, we can hear you.
Are we blessed? We blessed. How y'all feeling?
We're doing great, yo. We want to welcome y'all to the show. We got so much to talk about. And you know, I know that everybody got their own lane. They doing their own thing. You know what I mean? Big homie Madman is the owner and founder of UNG Radio Station and the Horseshoe Gang. They also are a part of UNG Radio Station. They got the judges table, and they are also super dope, conscious rappers doing their thing out there. So we respect y'all, and we want to welcome y'all to the show. Yes. So listen. First of all, I want to thank Big Homie Madman. We was out there in LA a couple of weeks ago, and he showed us nothing but love and respect, and we appreciate that so much. We was there on his platform, on his station. We had a great time. We got a chance to meet even other dope artists and other entrepreneurs and stuff like that. And this brother is about giving back to the community, also helping other entrepreneurs get the spotlight on them and shedding the light. And that's what I talk about when it comes to a village, you know what I'm saying, and building it with your people. This brother represents that to the fullest, you know what I mean? And listen, Horseshoe Gang, we're gonna get into y'all because y'all music, especially the last joint y'all just put out, the music, the Riot to, super dope. Super dope, okay? But I don't want to get too excited.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that when I first heard the song out at Black Mirror, we was in the car driving. I was like, yo, that sounds like some shit I want to tear some up.
Yo. And I said, babe, because it's music to riot to. You don't even know. You know what I'm saying? It's music to riot to. But listen, let me first start with Big Homie Madman. You got the UNG radio station. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do and why you started that station, and you know what direction you going in?
What I do is specialize in supporting unsigned artists. I started the radio station 10 years ago through MySpace because I used to rap and nobody really wanted to give me a deal. So MySpace, I would put my music on MySpace and play it there. And if anybody know anything about MySpace, you can open up your own radio station through MySpace. So UNG is the founder, and it's been around for 30 years. So I would say UNG Radio on MySpace. And it went from one level to another level. You know what I mean? I'm from Los Angeles. I needed some work, and I got a job at Morehouse College out in Atlanta. And they had me work inside the Ray Charles music department. And the first week in town at the job, my job was to clean out the studios and the broadcasting little studios in there. And I went in there one day, and the RA said that they lost the budget, and he said, I want you to throw all this music equipment away. I said, I can't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? I got to figure out how to get this off the property. And he was like, sign some papers and you can take it home. So I took all the equipment home, and boom, opened up UNG radio station through MySpace. At the time, wow. They were they liked my voice, and they had me hosting a lot of hip hop shows out there. So it dawned on me by bringing those artists to the house and interviewing them through my radio station. 10 years later, here we are. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just going hard in the paint. You know what I mean? I am moms and pop stores, book writers, poets, comedians, up and coming singers, rappers. Where God blessed me to the point where I decided to do my own awards because BET and the Grammys don't support unsigned artists no more. The big WBLS and the big K-Day radio stations, they only play 10 to 20 major artists. They forgot about the Shaka Khans. They forgot about the Fabulous and the, you know, Trinas and stuff like that. So our radio station, we specialize in that. So I was like, let's throw some awards for them so people can come down and check out the unsigned. You know what I mean? That's what we on right now.
Absolutely. And you know, thank you for that, because we need that. And you know, it's funny you say that, because a lot of times I find it so crazy that our people have to stop looking for validation from other people, and you know, that don't really represent us. You understand what I'm saying? Like when I hear people say I'm boycotting the
Oscars and all that bullshit.
I be like, yo, why do you like you boycotting because they didn't recognize you? But the thing is, we have to see value in our people from the jump. You can't just try to jump on the bandwagon when somebody blow up. You got to see the value beforehand, because the reason that shit is where it's at is because people support it. So thank you to people like you who provide platforms to people, because you see the value beforehand and you're not looking for somebody else to validate you. That's the thing when it comes to our people, and I appreciate that so much. So thank you. I want to let me go over, because I want to go back and forth. I want to go over to, now I know you as the Horseshoe Gang. Okay, Horseshoe Gang, but I want to know your name outside of the Horseshoe Gang, because I know it's two of y'all.
Yeah. So, first of all, we appreciate y'all for having us. Blessed to be here, you know what I mean? But yeah, I go by Julius or Doc J, you know what I'm saying? But I was named after Julius Irvin, you know what I'm saying? So I go by Dr. J, you know what I'm saying? From the Horseshoe Gang.
Okay. All right. Okay. And talk to me about, well, I know that you're a part of, let's go to the judges table first. How did that come about with you guys having the judges table on UNG radio station?
Okay. So, about a year and a couple months ago, big bro Mad, he came to me and my other brother. He's like, look, man, pandemic going on, you know what I mean? Everybody in the house, we need some kind of way to, keep the ball rolling, you know what I mean? Because we grind 24/7. There's no such thing as stop, no such thing as foot on the brake, you know what I'm saying? We go, right? So he like, man, we got to keep this going, keep the same momentum, the same thing he been doing with UNG radio station. He like, we got to keep it going. So he came with the idea of having me, him, and my other brother have a platform where we showcase other artists, singers, dancers, songwriters, whatever, try to provide a platform and during the pandemic. So we did it for a couple of weeks, and everybody, giving us positive feedback. So we kept going, you know what I mean? And we over a year into it right now, and we loving it.
That's what's up. I tuned in plenty of times, and what I love about this show is that, one, y'all provide great music. You give a platform for entrepreneurs and business owners, local business owners, to be heard and seen. Y'all provide great information and good content. You know what I mean? That's another thing that's important. Not just some people just on here, they just talking, but they ain't saying shit. You know what I'm saying? For real. But the content y'all provide, it's educational. It makes you think. It's uplifting. But not just that. Y'all add humorous stuff to it too. Cause sometimes I be like, yo, y'all be having me cracking the hell up. But it's funny because you don't just get all serious, but you still get the good education, you get the good knowledge, you get everything, but you laugh also in the process. So I think that I love the judges table. I think that it's dope and is well rounded. So shout out to y'all for that.
They actually give what the radio is missing, what's been missing for a long time,
Absolutely.
It really is.
Absolutely. So listen. Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was about to say we kind of take the same approach that we take to making music. You know what I mean? Like there are some artists that they would consider themselves a trap rapper. Some cats is conscious rappers. Some cats is street rappers. But we kind of do a little bit of all of it. You know what I mean? Like the way that we attack music, we make like well-rounded music. We have the conscious stuff, we have the street stuff, we have the club stuff, we have the humorous, laid-back stuff, and that's the same approach we took to this content space. You know what I mean? Like doing interviews and all that. We interview Scruncho, legendary Long Beach comedian, and we'll interview somebody who's like Cyan, who's on some Black Power woke type tip. You know what I mean? So we kind of just That's true. Well,
absolutely. Listen, and which is very much needed because, look, listen, that's a whole nother topic. But we could talk about what is out there now on, the airwaves, the FM airwaves, and what we're lacking as a people, as a community, and as a culture. So I know, like, listen, when I listen to music to Viato, I am thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. We're going to get into that in a minute. But the first thing I want to talk to homie Madman, you got something coming up on August 21st, right? And that's the Unsigned Artist Hangout Awards. Talk to us about that.
Okay, now the Unsigned Artist Hangout Awards is going to be on August 28th. Like I said, I'm from Los Angeles, but I moved to Atlanta 10 years ago, or maybe 15 years ago, to work at Morehouse College. And so when I created the radio station down there, every Friday night, it seemed like a lot of unsigned artists would crash in the radio station to get their music played. So I named the program Unsigned Artist Hangout every Friday and Saturday night. And it just stuck with us. And like I said earlier during this broadcast, how I created the awards was to basically help artists get seen on a red carpet, actually learn how to perform on stage, on top, not rapping on top of the lyrics and stuff like that. It's like a school of development, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like guiding them. But these awards are popping off at the end of the month, August 28th. We're going to have me and the Horseshoe Gang live on stage, going hard. Dominique Jackson, Sharonique Smith, DJ Eclipse. We're going hard in the paint. Wolf Wang. We're going to have a lot of underground celebrities in the building. Some major celebrities. Don't want to, people might show, might not show, but usually we've been having some really good crowds. A lot of help. A lot of people been coming out supporting. It's starting to get big, and I see God pushing it in a certain direction. He made me go through all these trials and tribulations to learn what to do and what to be prepared for. So these awards this year, I think they would be extremely successful. Whoever decides to come out, it's $20 at the door. You get a free alcohol beverage and something to eat. Don't worry about parking. I already paid for 200 parking spots. You know what I'm saying? It's from 7 to 10, downtown LA at the Art Share Building, 4th and Alameda. Pull up 7 to 10. Come out and see me and the Horseshoe Gang live on stage going hard in the paint. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Make sure y'all guys pull up. Make sure y'all check it out. Now, if someone is not in the building, can they tune in? And how can they check it out if they're not there, or do they have to be there?
You're a great interviewer. Great questions.
How do they tune in?
All right, here's the deal with that right there. Okay, each year we would just broadcast it live on IG or YouTube. Okay. Because that's like a free platform and people can also see it. And they can see our work and see what we're doing. Now, everybody knows after the last 1.5 year or last year and a half, 2 years, it's been pandemic. So we had to do the awards for the cameras only, no audience. So we did an original plan. I had found the sponsor through Spectrum, which is Over Media TV, a young lady from Boston that gave Dana Dane and Slick Rick their first deal. Her name is Cassandra Cooper. She now lives on the West Coast television channel. It's called Over Media TV. So we want to support it and broadcast it through her channel. All right. But when pandemic came, people were afraid to move around, so we just did the IG Live. Now this year, we're in California, and California is kind of scared. They're closing the city, Los Angeles one day, open it back up the next day. So it's a bunch of emotional waves. So we don't know if we can have an audience or if we can't have an audience. But the people assure me that we can have an audience no matter what. We're going to be able to be allowed for 150 people to come in the building. So what we're going to do is, we really wanted to go on Over Media TV. We wanted to do a pre-recording and then have it come out the next day or a day or two later and have it broadcast. But we're going to be doing live IG, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still going to record it on the underground and put it out on YouTube and on Over Media TV. So people will be able to see the whole event live on Facebook, IG, and YouTube that day. But for the ones who missed it, they can go to Twitch or Over Media TV. And when this interview is over with, what I'll do, or matter of fact, you know what I'm saying, I can do it right now when my phone is right here. I can type in the links for people to stay connected with us.
Yes, please do that. Type in the link so people can check in and they could be a part of it. Because again, listen, it's always so important that no matter what coast you on, you can't reach everybody. So sometimes we got to be grateful for social media and things like that, because we can reach people at a distance. So I know that I can't physically be there, but I still want to be there. So, send it so I could pull up, you know, on the gray area or wherever we at. You know what I'm saying? I want to pull up too and be a part of it. How do you select those people who are a part of it? How do they get selected?
All right, now you mean nominated / selected?
Yes.
All right, now what I do is every person that donates or actually sponsors UNG radio station automatically get nominated. Every person I've ever interviewed automatically get nominated. If I play your music, you get nominated. Then 3 months prior to the awards, I go on all social media platforms and I ask the public, who do you think should be nominated for an award, or who deserves to win an award? Who do you think the best writer is, the best ghostwriter, the best producer? And I put these categories out there, and if people respond back, I write them all down, put them in a category, and then put them on Twitter for the world to see and vote. So that way they won't think that I'm selecting this person to win or that person to win. You can actually go on Twitter, where the voting poll is jumping off right now in New York City. For those who don't know, the big homie Lady Miz and Ray are in the voting poll right now from the ground up. One of the top.
Oh, snap. Boom. Let me drop the bomb on them for that one, baby. Y'all better pull up and vote for us, damn it. All right.
The hottest MCs, the hottest unsigned artists, I believe. You're on that category too. So your fans can also go on Twitter and vote for that right now. All they got to do is go to UNG Radio Station Twitter, scroll down and vote.
That's what's up. Okay. All right.
Ray, you know what I mean, winning every award.
That's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. So listen, let me go over to the left real quick and let me talk to my boy over here. Huh?
Doc J, yeah.
Yes. Listen, I want to know, talk to us about the Horseshoe Gang and how y'all got started. How did you come up with the name and all of that? Let's start there. Okay. Let's know the history of that.
Okay. So the Horseshoe Gang is 4 brothers, you know what I mean? Our older brother Madman and our older brother King Crook, you know, they kind of inspired us to rap at an early age. I'm talking about 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what I mean? Like they was blasting NWA, MC8, all that. So growing up on the West Coast, we couldn't do nothing but like following their footsteps. They was already rapping, pounding the pavement, so we kind of, you know, picked it up, started writing. And once we got to the point where, you know, our skills was impressive enough, our older brother Crook was helping us. Madman was the first person that took us in the studio to actually record vocals. And after that, we fell in love with it. You know what I mean? We formed a group. It was UNG had a sector. It was the little under. So we was little UNG. You know what I mean? And then turned into the U Gang. So for UNG, underground gangsters, underground gods, we just called ourselves the U Gang. And then pretty soon we started wearing the Coats hat with the horseshoe U on it to kind of represent our crew. And then pretty soon people start calling us Horseshoe Gang. They're like, man, y'all crew always had the horseshoe U on y'all head. We call y'all the Horseshoe Gang. So that stuck. Called us the Horseshoe Gang, you know what I mean? And we've been rocking ever since.
Okay. So that's what's up. Big shout out to them for inspiring you. Listen, and again, like, you know, y'all remind me of, in a sense, and you could tell me if you agree or disagree, in a sense, NWA. And the reason that I say that is because when I was growing up listening to them, I seen that they were out there fighting for us through their music too. You know what I mean? It was always a message. It was always something. It was always like, yo, you know, really fighting for the people in the community and giving a message. When I listen to y'all music, y'all give a well-rounded stuff. And this last joint right here that y'all just put out, the Music to Riot to, we absolutely love that. I'm gonna tell you right now, I think it was Cyan. He was interviewing.
Yep. He was interviewing y'all.
Yeah, and I said, oh shit, let me go check, because I knew of the Horseshoe Gang anyway, you know what I mean? So I was like, let me go check them out, and let me go check out their last joint, because I don't think I've heard. So I said, oh shit. I played it in the car. My husband was like, yo, I feel like tearing shit up. And I said, that's what I told him. I was like, yo, it's music to riot to. But it's just it's not about, and let me say this, not to try to sugarcoat it, but it's not about tearing shit up to be destructive. Yeah. It's about fighting for things that you believe in and not taking no shit from nobody when they try to put their knee on your neck. You understand what I'm saying? So that right there is what I want to commend you for. Talk to me about that album.
Okay, so yeah, first of all, I appreciate y'all for supporting us, you know what I mean? Especially yeah, man, we appreciate the support, and shout out to Cyan. Cyan is a super, super big supporter, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that was me he was interviewing a month or two ago. And yeah, so that came about because, you know, we was frustrated, you know what I mean? Like the George Floyd situation, Breonna Taylor situation, just countless situations kept you know, popping up, and that just sparked the inner rebel in us. You know what I mean? Like we from California, we grew up in the slums, the ghetto, the bottom, right? And but we never represent no actual gang. We just represent that rebel spirit. You know what I'm saying? So we felt like, you know, the way we were feeling, our music should reflect how we were feeling, and we were frustrated. So we like, all right, this is gonna be like the soundtrack to every person in the struggle that want to go out there and loot, want to go out there and make changes. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the song, you know, Black Mirror, the song Reparation, the song Black Women. And that's another thing. Like with the whole Breonna Taylor thing, that kind of just highlighted how Black women are extremely undervalued. So that's why Black women kind of uplifting Black women, you know what I mean? Yeah. And same with like reparations, like they've been talking about giving us reparations for I don't know how long, and we ain't never touched 1 cent of it. So we like run us our reparations, you know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Listen.
Whole album, you know what I mean?
Let me tell you, and just for people that's tuning in, if y'all don't know, those joints that he mentioned, those are actual names on the joint. Y'all can go check it out. Thank you so much for making a song for Black women. We appreciate that so much. So, you know what I mean? Fuck a dime piece. Be a chess piece. I love it. You know what I'm saying? You got to be the queen on that board. You know what I'm saying? Forget trying to be a little dime. You got to be the queen. I love that. I love that so much. You know, and also the other joint Reparations, which we ain't got yet. You know what I mean? That's another joint on there. It's so, you know, like I said, it's a lot of fire, but a lot of great messages on that album, and we love it so much.
I'm gonna tell you though, the album though, because every time I'm listening to it, I gotta be careful when I'm driving because I know I get hyped up. Before I know it, I'm on the highway doing 100 miles an hour.
Absolutely, yo. It goes down for real. And again, I think that also when I'm not trying to piggyback off of what everybody else is doing, because I know y'all are in your own lane. But the reason why I want to give y'all your flowers while you here is because, like, when you look at people like that we lost, like a Nipsey Hussle, right? In a sense, like, you know, sometimes you got to show people that you appreciate what they're doing while they're here, so they know that now, not when they're gone. Our people have to stop glorifying death so much that we only respect you and notice you when you dead. That's a problem for our people. So for us, it's like, yo, nah, we got to give those flowers and appreciate you while you're here, so that you know, like, brothers, we appreciate what y'all doing. It doesn't matter what coast you on. We don't care because we're still connected. You understand what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter where you at. We just appreciate what you're doing, because at the end of the day, no matter what, if it affects you, it affects me. And you understand? And
that's the one thing about your music that but we could say that it's not only what you're talking about is Black America through the whole country, you know. So
absolutely.
So when we you know, because we get a lot of people who pick the East Coast, West Side, or, you know, and that they don't realize we're all in the same struggle. We just on different coasts, and your music hits it.
Absolutely.
OG Ray, to let you know, we from LA, but you know what I'm saying, Melly Mel started the fire in our house. Yeah. All right.
Oh wow.
My dad used to work at a lowrider shop, and he was like, look, he pulled me and Crooked to the side, and he was like, yo, I want y'all to hear this new song. And it was The Message. And me and Crooked, we 5 years apart. I'm the older brother. So I was like, damn, when I heard that shit, I was like, this is fire. I was in the 8th or 9th grade when I heard it. And I was like, man, it educated my brain to a whole nother level. So then as time passed, you got the KRS-Ones, the Chuck D, the Kool Moe D's, the artists with conscious music, you know what I'm saying? And they was waking me up, you know what I'm saying? And Rakim, you know what I'm saying? I was like, wow. And then all of a sudden, like you said, Ice-T, NWA, so Too Short. That's who we were listening to in our house. So that's the reason why our music is on that route. You know what I'm saying? We really don't, you know, no love. I love the new rap and the happy rap, and I play it all and support it all. But we about that ride. You know what I'm saying? You know,
absolutely.
America with all these distractions that they trying to distract us with. We want our people to continue to open your eyes and don't fall. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Big shout out to your pops, yo, because you know your pops got y'all where we hearing this good music that y'all got right now. You know,
that's a fact. That's a fact. And not for nothing, at the end of the day, let me just say this, which I think is so important. And I want to shout out to big homie Madman, because when I was saying, okay, I want to interview you guys, what I love, and this is what I talk about unity and loving your brother, is I said to him, well, listen, do you want us to interview you, you know, separate or with them? And he was like, yo, he said, the Horseshoe Gang, those are my brothers. So it doesn't matter. We could do this together. Like, you don't have to separate. Like, I got so much respect because I pay attention when people talk and I listen to every word, and it shows character. You understand? So when you was like, yo, now you don't have to do you could do us together. Those are my brothers. I love them. So we could do this together. It don't matter. Shout out to you for that. Because I'm going to tell you right now, sometimes some people just want like, yo, yeah, you could just do, you know what I mean? Me or whatever. But if I could see that you don't have that, I'm going to say selfishness where it's not just all about me. I can tell that you are about your people in the community. And that's so important.
That's true. Thank you very much. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in competition with none of my brothers. You know, Crooked Eye, he's in the lane. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get props for helping him get deals and get on songs with Dre and Eminem and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? All them just come to the light. Everybody know Big Homie Madman. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know Crooked Eye. Everybody know the Horseshoe Gang. We all flesh and blood brothers. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we just been running this route for a minute, and we off to some bigger things now. Now that we educated in the game, I believe God got some doors that he's going to open up for us on a different level now, because the reason why we got such good lyrical content is because we focused on doing rap first before we did the business. And I think that might be a mistake on a lot of our artists today. They don't focus on the business side. That's why the youngsters, that the mumble rap, the new world rappers, they count the bag because they're not really focusing on good music. They might hear a Drake and do a song exactly like Drake in the new world to support them and buy the music. But you know what I'm saying? I love them, you know, but it might not get played in a year, you know what I'm saying? But music that we're making will get played all summer, on all holidays, and it's very good music for like you at work and your supervisor you on your nerves or some shit. You can jump in the car and turn it up. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, absolutely. So listen, let me ask you, what is it that you're looking to do when it comes to the music? When it comes to, especially music to riot to, what are you looking to, I guess, how are you looking to affect your fans? What is your goal?
You know what? When we first started, I think this is probably the story for a lot of people who start out so young. When we start out young, you know, we had aspirations to be crisscross, to be, you know, Billboard Top 100 hits played all over the world, and to be a household names, right? I feel like that's sort of for true MCs, that sort of idea kind of gets out your head after a certain point, because you're like, you know what, I would do this for free. So it's a passion. It's not really it's not a job really. It's a passion, right? So every time we go into the studio, we feel like, how can this song, how can this project, how can this EP impact people? You know what I mean? Like so we have songs that we want to change things that we feel like are wrong about the Black community. We got songs we want to inspire people to hustle. You know what I mean? We got songs that might not have no heavy message. We just want you to understand the lyrical content, be entertained. So there's the entertainment aspect, there's the teaching aspect, there's the changing wrongs and ills in the ghetto.
That's right.
So it's all of that, you know what I mean? It's all that mixed in the pot. So when we do shows and I look in the crowd and I see somebody who look just like me, wearing the same type of outfit, saying, you know what I mean, saying my lyrics word for word, and I never met this person, that's the reward. I don't need a Grammy. I don't need none of that. It's the just like how you said you heard the song Black Women, and that made you want to support it. So it's like you saying that and my G saying, he's slapping in this car heavy. That's the reward for us. You know what I mean? The feedback from the people make us keep pushing our pen. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you another thing. Your song "Liquor Store Church."
Yeah.
Gun store, liquor store, church. What?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you because when I hear the song, right, I remember growing up in the Bronx, and that's where you seen everywhere. So when I hear the song, I could actually picture how it was when I was growing up in the Bronx. So it's your music. Actually, you can actually when you hear the music of today, you don't get a image that you could put in your head and have a picture of it. When I hear Liquor Store Church, it's like, I could actually see what I'm listening to.
Hey, that's dope that you said that, Ray. Because you from the Bronx, right? And KRS-One is a heavy favorite in our household.
Yeah.
And he had bars that you actually could feel, love, see, and hear.
Mm-hmm.
So when he was busting, want to get you, he was hanging with the MCs at the same time, telling a story and a message and dropping jewels.
That's real.
He was killing. You know what I'm saying? So I see where you're coming from with that one, Ray.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna continue to provide that music platform for the folks.
That's right.
Ain't no switching up. Even though we down with all 5 elements of the game. The b-boy, the rapping, the scratching, the graffiti, you know what I'm saying? We rocking, but it's gonna always be some conscious content in our music. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And listen, and he ain't lying, because you know what? I don't care where you from. If you from the hood, gun store, liquor store, church, you gonna see that shit on every damn block. For real, okay? Yo, it's crazy, but it's the truth. And that should also wake up us, and we should open our eyes and say, why is it? Because you know what? Let me just say this. And sometimes I gotta take it there. They like to say that Black people, like, we don't have money and we ain't got this and that. But it's funny that some of the most people that are wealthy, that are other minority groups, they put their businesses in our neighborhoods.
Right,
okay?
Right.
That says a lot. It doesn't have nothing to do with how much money you got, but the money management. Because see, the thing is, they smart. They put their businesses in our neighborhoods, and that's how they get wealthy. So are we really broke? Or are we just fucking our money up and spending it the wrong way? Let's talk about this shit. You understand what I'm saying? For real.
So you know how our race right now, we so fast to cancel a motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
Should we counsel some of them people that's opening up their stores in our business in our neighborhoods or whatever, and we need to get a top 10 list. Forget the top 50 rappers. Just get a top 10 list of who we need to cancel.
Yeah, because for sure they will not support if we opened up Malik's Hair and Braids in a white neighborhood. Watch how quick that store get shut down. You know what I'm saying? In one way or another. So it might be extreme, but it won't last. You know
everybody want to be Black. That's the truth. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm listening. Go right ahead, please.
The thing is, with us, we have to stop only like, oh, this is when I'm going to boycott you when they do something wrong. Because technically, I have to say this, which is true, they are automatically taught to boycott us from the jump. Yeah. That shit is in their nature. I pay attention when I go into stores, restaurants, bars, or clubs. I look around at who's there spending their dollar. And then when I go and I look at who the owner is, and I look and I say, well, it's funny because we go everywhere, right? Our people, we here, we there. But when it comes to if we are the owners, you don't see too many of them in there. So, and they don't have to tell, they don't have to say to themselves, I'm mad, so I'm not going to spend my money with you. They just naturally don't do that shit. They taught naturally off the jump. They boycott us from the jump. Not for nothing though. When because you said if we open up a store or barbershop or something in the white neighborhood, but even in our own neighborhoods, if black people open up stores, nobody is really supporting them. We could have the same thing that looks exactly like Gucci. It look better, have better material, everything. But we will walk into Gucci before we walk into a black man selling a better product right next door. Well, that's branding. That's not even branding. It's support.
Yeah,
both.
One reason why too, Ray, is because they're steadily jamming it in the youth's face on these commercials, these movies, the videos. Hey, it's okay to go buy the Fendi's and this and that. No disrespect to none of that, but go buy this and go buy that. And they're thinking that that's what's up. And then the music industry is pushing a certain brand on people too, young men and young women, to do certain things, and they're following that route instead of, like you said, go and support. Like out here in LA, Melrose Boulevard is a very big popular spot where the youngsters go shop. They go buy $800 pair of Nikes. But we got a black district here called Crenshaw District, Leimert Park area, where they got a lot of black-owned stores. You can go right there and get you a pair of Nikes for $100, $50. But you only pay $75 for your shoes? Oh man, you ain't lit. You got to go over.
That's a shame, and that brings it back to me going to we have to see value in us.
Right.
And the reason that there's value in those other companies and brands is because somebody made it that way. You understand? If we're the ones out there buying all the shit and it's hot, if a rapper says some shit in their lyrics and everybody go buy it, that's why it's hot. So it's like, why can't you? For me, I never respect the person who they don't want to I'm not gonna, you ain't popping yet. But it's like, the only way it gets to that point is if people support them. You understand? And that's the mindset. We have to change that mindset of only jumping on once the wave is on. You got to create the damn wave. You can't just try to get on that shit once it's already there. I don't know, but I know that we can and we should be doing way better, Right. So,
The white kids are buying black music.
Yeah.
I mean, that's our payback. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's true. That is so damn true. It is a fact. They definitely are, for sure. Now, let me ask you, how do you feel about the music today that's on the radio? How do you feel about that?
You know what? I feel like, okay, so hip hop as a whole has always been about, you always had an MC Hammer, and then you had a Public Enemy, right? You know what I'm saying? And you had a Humpty Hump, right? And then you have like Digital Underground or whatever. I mean, from Digital Underground, then you have somebody who's like a Pac, right? Now, having both sides of the spectrum is dope. I just think right now it's a little too much of the turn up, the nonsense music, and not enough of the woke, the conscious. It's not enough of a balance. So if there was more Kendrick Lamar, if there was more J. Cole, if there was more Big Crit, if there was more of those type of artists that get the same heavy rotation on the radio station, the same placements on these playlists, I wouldn't have an issue. The problem is that a label is not looking for the next Kendrick Lamar. They feel like he's an exception. He's an exception. We don't need another Kendrick Lamar. Right. But the label definitely looking for 100 Yachties. They want 100 Lil Pumps. And it's like, all right, man, I'm not mad at the black kids and Hispanic kids making their money, but we don't need 100 of them. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's
listen, that right there, dropping knowledge, that's so freaking true. But and this is why I take it back to, we might not can hear it there, but you know where you can hear it? UNG radio station. Okay, from the ground up, DJC Radio. There are platforms that are out there that provide these great talented artists for y'all to listen to. The only way you're going to hear them is if you go there. If you stay stuck and programmed on one spot and you don't think outside the box, that's all you're going to hear. But it is available. It's available because, listen, big homie Madman got it all day, right? We got it. Like, listen, it is there. But again, that goes back to us saying and respecting and valuing our own and the people, that we know, like, listen, this is great. Okay, this stuff is great. This is what we need. We don't need somebody else to validate it. You know what I mean? So I think that's so freaking important. And you absolutely right about what you're saying.
It's also, but you gotta, it's also about where they throwing money at. They throw a lot of money because unfortunately, I don't listen to the radio as much because now when you look at all of these kids, especially now, they on social media getting killed live on social media. That is the radio station pushing death to these young kids. Right. And these kids think, it's either you die famous or you're famous for killing somebody on the internet.
Wow. Ray, you hit a good point, man. The music industry, it's always had the wrong people in charge. You know what I'm saying? And they're pressing these artists. If you don't sound like the Megan Stallions, Little Pumps and all that, you're not going to get played on the radio. And the artist doesn't even know that they're taking the money and paying the radio, so it doesn't really matter what's going on. It's all about money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The money is, and the major radio stations, they're really not getting that much play as much as these internet radio stations are. That's why it's the real Rap City, the real Video Soul, not the new Viacom-owned BET or MTV, your MTV Raps. We're missing out on the real platforms because when you go to YouTube right now, your mind, you just got off work, you got rent to pay, lights, gas, water, you take care of the kids, you got 300,000 things on your mind. So when you go to YouTube, you might only have 5 artists in your brain. So you might only listen to 5 artists. By the time you're done with the 5 artists, you got to go handle some business. But the good that was about Rap City and Teen Summit, it was steadily in your face. They were steadily, constantly playing all these good artists for us. We would hear the Few Snicks, the Busta Rhymes. We would hear all this real music, and it made us listen to all the real music. So now, like you said, Lady Man, now the distraction is you can't you got to think outside the box. When you go on YouTube, just don't type in the new artist. Go in the, if you're grown like myself, sit your child down and take your kid to a concert or actually have them watch YouTube. Like my son, one of my youngest sons, he never heard of Slick Rick. So we took him to a concert to see Slick Rick, right? No, not Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh. Yeah. And Dougie Fresh is hard. He was like, oh, daddy. I took him to see Dougie Fresh. When the concert was over, he was like, yo, this cat got mad energy. I'm like, man, he in his 50s. He in his 50s. He's been doing that since he was a teen. You know what I'm saying? That's real. Come from the Slick Rick era, dang.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? This is real. We need to continue that legacy. Don't let our legacy die because, we're all in our 50s and 60s now. We're losing artists. Rest in peace like Biz Markie. People don't know he beatboxed for Shantae when she lost her deal with the people. Yeah. He took on the whole responsibility. He said, don't worry, I'll cover your concert. I'll beatbox for you. Mm-hmm. So guess what? Beatboxing is out of the game now. Who beatbox now? Nobody. DJing is an electric thing now. If you're pushing buttons, it's not even the real turntables.
Yo, that is so damn true. He dropping knowledge on y'all right now. It is so true because they don't and no disrespect to the new DJs. Right? It's not shots fired, but kind of it is. But they don't know really what it's like to really. I know real DJs that from Juice, when the movie Juice. You know what I'm saying? When you really got out there doing
you had to scratch a record. You know, to learn to learn that trade, you actually had to spend real money if you messed it up.
Yes, but now it's just they make it easy. You hit a button, you do this, and then it does it for you. They don't really know what that shit is about.
Hey, yo, my younger brother Demetrius, D.O.B., he said he couldn't make it today. He's texting me. I already knew he couldn't make it. But he said he's watching us and he's giving us mad love. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to D.
Oh, big shout out to him. Sorry he couldn't be there. We definitely, we definitely going to do this again. And we coming out to LA again. We love it so much out there. So, for sure, hopefully we'll get a chance to get up with all of y'all, and Listen, big shout out to him for doing this thing. I remember one time, I gotta say this because this shit is so funny. I was watching y'all and y'all was dropping some serious knowledge on the judge's table, right? And then he started talking. So I was really into it and I thought he was about to say something so serious, right? I was like, yeah, what? You know, I'm like, yeah, this brother's dropping knowledge. And he was like, yeah, ladies. So, you know, if you don't throw that ass back. I was like, what the fuck? But it was so funny because I was like, yo, he definitely give that balance to the show. You know what I mean? Yo, but it's funny because you see that shit stuck in my head. I said, yo, he talking about throwing that ass back for the women and you got to do this and that for your man or whatever. And y'all was on a whole totally different topic. But I said that's how me and my husband is. Like, he's like the calm one. I'm like the hype one, but he's like the silent assassin. They call him. But the show, I love y'all show. Y'all have so much to offer to the people. And I want, listen, guys, if y'all don't know, make sure y'all follow UNG Radio Station. Make sure y'all go look up Horseshoe Gang. They got so much dope material, so much things that we need to hear and see. And they also really shed light on. If y'all look at the bottom of the screen, y'all can see all their social medias right now. Make sure y'all go follow them. Make sure y'all go check them out. They are doing big things. These are people that you need to know and need to contact and need to connect with. Okay. Like I said, there's so much going on. Y'all in LA, or if you're not in LA, hit them up because look, these brothers is about their business, huh?
Give it up to you. I don't know her name if I'm saying it right, because she's been commenting a lot. Her name is Tasia Wig something.
TT, actually, that's my sis. Big shout out to TT. Yes. Absolutely. Yes.
Hard. We appreciate our New York family out there. When we most definitely touch down on the turf, we'll be coming right to from the ground up to get that personal interview. Come represent Ray and Lady Miz. You know what I'm saying? Dog flowers, because y'all inspire me. I do. I'm usually live on the radio where people can hear it on their phones or in their earphones or whatever. I really don't like going on live media too much because Facebook and Instagram are so sensitive. If I play a song that I block you and you put in all this hard work, YouTube is so sensitive. So lately I've been trying to figure out different ways to play the music besides the radio so people can see us. Twitch and Twitter is very helpful. They don't really trip on if I want to play a Lady Miz or a Horseshoe Gang song. Because people don't know, Lady Miz, she's a female icon on the East. She represents, this is for the people who's listening. Yeah. She got a lot of black woman stand-up songs. She makes songs for women too. And, it's on the same level as their song, Black Girl. You should date a black girl, black woman, you know what I'm saying? It's about uplifting our people, and that's the reason why I continue. Because there be days I wake up, be like, man, I'm straight, because the people not paying attention, or some people are. But every time I decide I'm going to stop, here comes the blessing. So, you know what I'm saying? I guess I'm just going full throttle all the way, you know what I'm saying? The big boy is the awards, the platforms is to keep us going until we get the breakthrough. You know what I mean? So, Lady
absolutely.
Ray, from the ground up, there's much love from the big homie Madman, Doc J. We definitely we in here, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. We appreciate y'all so much.
Love is a mutual thing, man, because we feel the same way about y'all when we watching y'all, yo.
And big shout out to everybody on the check-in. Whether you see us now, you see us later, however you see us, make sure you share this. Make sure you support. Matter of fact, let's bring up the Music to Riot to. We want y'all to check this out on all major platforms, okay? The album is super, super dope. Make sure y'all check it out. That's it right there. So that when y'all see it, y'all recognize it. Music to Riot 2, okay? Horseshoe Gang, they doing their thing. So dope. And make sure y'all check out on August 28th, the UNG Unsigned Artist Hangout Awards is going down 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. That's Pacific time. I got to make sure I say that because we on Eastern Standard Time. Make sure y'all check that out. It's like I said, they are doing so many big things, and they are providing a platform for people out there that's doing their thing. Listen, we appreciate y'all so much, and we thank y'all so much for coming on. Is there anything that we didn't ask you that you want the people to know?
Yeah, you know how you got from the ground up, right?
Yes.
You guys are like a rap city. Yeah. Okay. So you interview the artist, and then I see how you advertise your sponsors, and then how you threw those two flyers up right now on their new album, Music to Ride To, and then our awards, right?
Yes.
I like to see right at the end of the show, every show, right at the end of the show, bam, Lady Miz video.
Yeah.
Or your daughter. You know what I'm saying? Y'all video actually come on because you advertise. Your platform is on YouTube and, boy, my wife will kill me. Is it ROKU?
Roku.
Roku.
Everybody on Roku, that's a television channel that everybody in their house can sit down and watch with the family and friends.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
So when it goes off, bam, Lady Miz video come on. And then, or your daughter video. And if any other artists that want to get on, they have to donate. You know what I'm saying? You're going to play their video. That way you guys can get compensated for your hard work because you guys are not just tuning in, going live just because it got two screens right here and looks good.
Oh, yeah. No. We, just so you know, we actually... we have that where we have different packages that we offer to people for interviews and to have their stuff on demand or in rotation. And I'm so glad that you said that. Thank you so much, because I want to tell people that the reason that we started our network, one, we want to have ownership of our stuff and our content. When, like you said, when we go on Facebook and Instagram and those things and we play, we're live right now and we're on Facebook and we are on YouTube and we are on Roku. But if I was to play Horseshoe Gang stuff right now, Facebook and YouTube would shut us down due to licensing issues, right? You can go on our Roku and see stuff like that and we won't get shut down because it's our network. And the thing that I have to tell people is, if you have Roku, go to our Roku channel, because this is how we control the narrative of what we want out there and what we want played. We can't look on BET or whatever and complain that we don't like what we see, or they're pushing a certain type of agenda that some people ain't cool with. It's a lot of different things, right, that we talk about, but we complain about stuff, but we continue to watch it and support it. But we said, let's start our own thing. Let's start our own channel. So we have From the Ground Up Productions TV, where we provide things like, if you have a short film, if you got music videos, if you have a podcast, if you are a content creator, you can hit us up and we have different packages where you can get your stuff on there and we will advertise for you on a daily basis, 24/7 as the show is airing. So yeah, most definitely. And I thank you for that, for reminding me to speak on that. But a lot of times we really like to really focus on our guests so people can know more about you and stuff. And we do advertise that, but thank you so very much. But right now it's about y'all. You know?
So all I want to say is, man, just while I got y'all here, I really want y'all to make sure y'all keep going. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so crucial to have platforms like this one. You know what I mean? I can tell in the name From the Ground Up, y'all represent the same thing we represent. Like in Horseshoe Gang, the gang is an acronym, GANG. I mean, grind and never give up. And UNG stands for underground. So it's all that resilient, that rise to the top, never give up, just like From the Ground Up. You know what I mean? So we hope y'all stay at it and keep going, because we really need y'all. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Thank you. And listen, that's vice versa on both ends. Most definitely. And this is how we build. You know what I mean? And I thank y'all for acknowledging that, just like we do for y'all, because these type of platforms, what we have, is so important. And it's important for those who are that won't get noticed because they not living up to a certain standard where people say you got to be like this. Like you got to be yourself and think outside the box, and you got to be you. You can't change for society. You have to be yourself. And that's why, like I said, I love y'all platform so much, because I see what y'all doing and y'all doing big things. I love everything that y'all doing, down from the show to the music to the platform y'all provide for people. So we appreciate y'all from the bottom of our heart. Why don't y'all tell us how people could get in touch with both of you guys, and actually, and the other brother that's not here, just give all the social medias, even though we have it down there. If it's something that we didn't miss, let people know how they could support you and get in touch with you.
Okay, so our group page is Real Shoe Gang. You know what I mean? On IG, on Twitter is Horseshoe Gang, all one word. You know what I mean? Like she was saying, our album Music to Ride To is on all streaming platforms. We just dropped 5 videos every week, and it's on Crooks Corner. If you go to Crooks Corner YouTube channel, that's Crooks Corner. Check all our visuals out to some of our classic, Shoe Gang material. Yeah, man, we appreciate the support and love.
Hey, do me a favor, spell the Crooks Corner so that people understand, because we know the spelling, but so that people understand the right channel.
Okay, that's our bro Crook is CROOKSCORNER. Crooks Corner YouTube. You know what I mean? Just type that in and then you'll see all his videos and all our videos. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Okay. All right. And big homie.
Yo, as far as me, I don't have a real site. You know what I'm saying? I have no social media accounts.
But you have, but you got a website, right? Which is your site, which is honestly better than anything else. So tell us about that site, because it's yours.
You can go to my website, which is advertisewithungradio.com. Yep. Or you can type in UNG Radio Station on any platform, and you'll see us on Instagrams and Twitters and the YouTube. Yep. But as far as Big Homie Madman, I don't have any personal accounts. But all my accounts are under UNG Radio Station. Yeah. So you can just Google UNG Radio Station. You can see all our awards, our videos. You can see history on us from 15 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on an underground album right now. It's called Big Homie Madman. I'm not making it to be number 1 on Billboard. Yeah, I'm a real MC. Every other year I have to make an album just to stay relevant in the game, you know, and it's gonna have some hot features on there. We getting it in, Once again, shout out to y'all for having us on y'all's platform. Shout out to the whole entire East Coast, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Y'all know what it is. I come out there all the time. It's LA, we in the building, y'all. We represent for the team, y'all. It's number love from the ground up. Big Homie Madman, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We appreciate that, brothers. Most definitely. Before we go, I know y'all gave y'all socials. Is there anything that y'all got coming up that y'all want people to know that we were not able to address at this time?
Yeah, you know what's funny? Like, we're about 2 days out from a project we got. I can't exclusively announce it right here. It'd be dope if I could, but anybody who support UNG, COB, Shoe Gang, stay tuned to all our social media accounts, you know what I mean? Because we got an announcement coming up real soon. We're about to drop something, you know what I mean?
Hey, I'm about to start doing some other things. I'm about to open up a hair shop. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Property in Tulsa on Black Wall Street. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in Tulsa on Black Wall Street. I'll be in Atlanta on the west side. You know what I'm saying? I'm going hard to paint, you know what I mean? And we doing this internet business. I want to shout out to my mom, all my little homies in the hood.
Yeah. I wish we was out there. I know the city is probably still vibrating from the locks and the Dipset thing.
Yo, don't even get us started on that. Y'all know Jada shut it down, okay? Listen, I'm not even trying to go there right now. But listen, I like Dipset and all that. But yo, Jada? And it's crazy because I should say the locks, right? But y'all know Jada. Oh my God, yo, Jada ain't no joke because
he was the show by himself.
Let me just say this. I mean, we could go on for days, but one thing that you got to respect about real hip hop heads is they don't rhyme over they fucking lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Listen, real hip hop heads, you need the TV track, the instrumental, and they go ham on just the beat. They don't do the and they don't even do that in karaoke. So I don't even know where this came about. And no disrespect to the newcomers. Listen, let me just say this. I love the new rappers too. And the reason that I say that is because we have to, I remember when I was growing up, my mom was like, what are you listening to? Like, I listened to the Rakim, the Public Enemies, the NWA. I listened to all of that from MC Lyte to Yo-Yo to everybody. Like, I love hip hop. You understand? And that it's in me. So I respect where it came from. But when my parents didn't understand it and they was like, what are they talking about? I didn't like that. You understand? I felt a little offended, for my generation. So I try not to do that to the generation coming up. And that's why we have to bridge that gap between the old school and the new school. And even though I'm not saying we got to accept a lot of this shit because there has to be leadership, right? There has to be leadership, but we do have to understand the new styles of stuff, and we got to give that love, and we got to give that support, and we got to give what's the word I'm looking for? That the knowledge, the guidance. Yeah. We can't just sun them out and be like, oh, y'all niggas is whack. You know what I'm saying? We got to be like, yo, you know, you might want to do this, and just teach them a little something like, yo, you don't rhyme over your beats. Get your breath control under control. Know your lyrics. You know what I'm saying? And spit that shit. Stop getting up there because you look unprofessional. You look like you don't know the words. But anyway, that's another story.
I could tell you why a lot of them don't know, because back in our day, a lot of our artists wrote their own music. Nowadays, there's so many people, so many ghostwriters that these guys gotta write over their words, because a lot of times the song is made and they just coming out rapping a song, you know. So absolutely, they need guidance with their song. So that's why they have it. You see a lot of them rapping over the song. They didn't write it. They don't know it.
But I don't know. I can't say that everybody didn't write it. But look, that's a whole other story.
90% of them didn't write it.
He said they got ghost writers. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. They gonna come for you. Look, I don't know.
not for nothing. No shots at Drake. But people call him the one of the best artists out now. But you know, a lot of his music he didn't write either. So you know, we can't give that guy the best music out if he didn't write it.
All right, well, big shout out to Shaki, Karen, TT, Tyrone. Is it Leah? How do I say that? How do I pronounce that? Leah Tree.
I'm gonna send her a request. She's steadily asking me questions. I can't hit her or whatever right now because I don't see it, but she must be chatting somewhere else. But TT, I'm gonna send you a couple songs because she's asking for some clips. Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely. Listen, definitely go check out their stuff. But listen, we don't
get nothing out of it.
We come ready.
This is what the finesse is.
Do y'all hear that?
This little twist.
Hold on, don't get it twisted. But listen, the only reason why I'm stopping right now is because y'all know how Facebook and YouTube get down. But we're gonna end the show with one of their joints. But what we want to ask y'all, see, if you want to support artists like this who's giving us great music, you have to actually go buy their stuff. And when you buy it, you got to share it with the people that you know. That's how it travels and gets.
Before you say share, we don't mean share like you buy the album and then send it, you know, the album to somebody. We mean share
absolutely
the link to buy the album, okay?
And tell them to support, just like you support that Gucci and that Prada and that Louis and that Hennessy. You know what I'm saying? That's how you support people like this. This is how you give back to your people. Listen, there's so many ways that you can give back, and this is one of them. You know what I mean? So check it out. Before we end the show, we definitely going to ride out with this joint. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going to hear one of their joints. We going to play for y'all. And if Facebook or YouTube shut us down, guess what? We don't give a fuck because we on Roku and we going to play this shit and still going to rock with our shit. You know what I mean? Yo, big homie Madman, you already know what it is, baby. But yo, listen, I want to thank y'all so much. We a little over time, but we enjoyed y'all so much. We definitely want to have y'all back on, and we can't wait to see y'all in person. We don't, but thank God for social media. We able to still do this, and we will be in touch. So thank y'all for being on the show, and we'll be in touch.
Much love.
Thank you. Listen, let's go. Matter of fact, why don't you introduce this joint? You heard the clip. Introduce it before we get up out of here.
That one was that's Black Mirror, right? Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Black Mirror, Shoe Gang, you know what I mean? Music to Ride to EP, all streaming platforms. Y'all check it out. Much love for y'all for supporting.
No doubt. Peace, y'all. Make sure y'all check this joint out and make sure you go cop it, buy it, download it, and share it. This is your girl, Lady Miz, with my co-host.
Ray.
And you already know from the ground up, only one way to go from here. We out.
Don't forget to go.
You're going to get Trump out and we don't get nothing out of it. Because, see, this is what the finesse is. If they're doing this little twist con game going on here, and they up here acting like they got all of this black support, and they really don't. So now they can sit up here and claim victory. We don't get anything out of it. Because they said, well, fuck it, we don't need to give y'all niggas nothing because we about to finesse this shit anyway.
Come out to play, come out to play. We about to ride it, die to stay. Come out to play, come out to play. We about to riot, hey. Come out to play, come out to play. Niggas gon' mirror America's terror and tear up the place. Black mirror, nigga, come out to play. about to riot, hey, come out to play, niggas gon' mirror America's terror and tear up the place. Black mirror nigga, this is from Malcolm and Martin Luther. Off of a balcony, I'ma shoot ya. How you did them is how I'ma do ya. Karma gon' fuck you, Karma Sutra. Fucking up your city cause we do what you showed us. Fucking up your city cause you did it in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Did he revolt? Yep, you get it in a minute when I'm finished, but hold up. You pray to Jesus, but he just a plug. You better pray to G.O.D. above. Cut out the middleman or get pop quiz. What is that? Riddle with slugs. Bill and Melinda are the killer with black dreams. They really trying to guinea pig a nigga with vaccines. Those shots come from the gates of hell, so mine do as well. I'm peeling your cat clean. This payback for Frederick Hampton. Shoot a cop while he in his bed relaxing. COINTELPRO, yeah, the feds was active. Afraid of the dark, y'all scared of blackness. You better be prepared, nigga, we here to warn you. You can either be an enemy or niggas can join us. This country built monuments for racist killers, so we gon' make a statue of Christopher Joyner. Never a giggle like Afro-American. Die in the street while he gasping for arrogant. Call us your medicine cabinet. We show you the mirror, then give you taste of your own medicine. We the new millennium, a new QEP, but a militant rapper. I'm finna visit a prison, then I'm finna kill a Wharton. Hanging from his cell, cause I did it to Sandra. Come out to play, come out to play. We about to ride or die today. Come out to play, come out to play. We about to riot, hey. Come out to play, come out to play. Niggas gon' mirror America's terror and tear up the place. Black mirror nigga, come out to play, come out to play. We about to ride or die today. Come out to play, come out to play. We about to riot, hey. Come out to play, come out to play. Niggas gon' mirror America's terror and tear up the place. Black mirror nigga,
This is for Georgia Breonna Taylor. If you a cop, let the llama bang you. Don't blame me, this how y'all made us. Y'all been filling my con with anger. Everything y'all did, we finna copy. Cop in the street, getting kicked in the body. Beat him in the street, cause y'all did it to Rodney. Record that shit, let the internet watch me. Every motherfucking racist I see is finna be dead up in the street. You ain't gotta be a Klan member when I blast. They gon' be under a sheet. Y'all fight dirty, but y'all want us to fight fair. Look in the mirror, the blame is right there. Niggas ain't living the American dream, so y'all motherfuckers made us America's nightmare.
This right here is for George Floyd. While you can still use your voice, fight or be killed, that's your choice. I say come out to play, squeeze more toys. And if I see another black nigga taking a knee, it better be Kaepernick or I'm blazing the heat. And then I'ma kneel on you while you're facing the street. The streets are done talking, you're facing the streets. See, we rather deal with a system who cares, a system who knows how to deal with affairs. Instead of these bitches who kill cause they scared. Move over like you plan on living upstairs. Niggas might have to go in a lock jails. Arm everybody with a Molotov cocktail. Head to the spots where people at the top dwelled and ready. Aim, fire when I yell. Come out to play, we about to ride or die today. Come out to play, come out to play. We about to ride, hey. Come out to play. Niggas gon' mirror America's terror and tear up the place. Black mirror nigga, come out to play, come out to play. We about to ride or die today. Come out to play, come out to play. We about to riot, hey. Come out to play, come out to play. Niggas gon' mirror America's terror and tear up the place. Black mirror nigga, come out to play.
Y'all already know what it is. That's Black Mirror. Make sure y'all go check them out. Horseshoe Gang. Listen, the whole joint is fire. Y'all don't want to pass up on this one. If you like that good, dope hip-hop music, real hip-hop, you want to check it out. It's on all major platforms. Make sure you go buy that. Make sure you go cop that. Make sure you support real music. And if you out there, you an artist, you're an entrepreneur, you doing your thing, whatever you doing, hit up UNG Radio Station, big homie Madman. He got a platform. He's giving y'all a chance to be heard and seen. He's giving back to the community. These brothers got so much going on. So please make sure y'all go support them. Follow them on their social medias. If you want to get in touch with them, y'all can hit them up that way. Thank y'all so much, brothers, for being on the show. And we will be in touch soon. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, and all of that with your peoples. We out. Peace.
Till next time. God first, play later.
Yes.
From the ground up. From the ground up. There's only one way to go from here.